Is this the work of a crazy man or of a genius? How about this or this? It's definitely like nothing we've seen before, and these are only found in Barcelona and are the work of the singular Antoni Gaudi. We went in search of the eccentric but genius Gaudi architecture of Barcelona during our month-long slow travel stay in the city. We will visit 3 of his creations, including Park Guell, Casa Batllo, and La Sagrada Familia, and tell you the unusual story of how this crazy wonderland of beautiful creations came to be. Oh, there's one more thing. Stay with us until the end because we're going to walk all the way to the top of this steeple and show you what's inside.
While we're in Barcelona, we're really trying to focus on Gaudi and all the wonderful things he did. Today we're at Park Guell. It's this amazing park, a little bit out of the city. We had to take a cab to get here. But this is a whole park designed by Gaudi. It was originally supposed to be a private park for about 60 homes. That didn't work out, so there's only a couple of homes here, and ultimately now this is a public space, but Gaudi did the entire thing. So this is all designed by him. It's absolutely fascinating. All the stuff that you can see here is absolutely Gaudi. From aqueducts and bridges to statuaries and homes and that kind of stuff. So we're exploring here today, and you can really see his unique genius, and you can see why he's got such a following. It's a wonderful place to come, and we highly recommend you do it.
On this day, we had one of our closest friends fly in from the UK to help us tour Gaudi's Wonderland. Gaudi, inspired by nature and organic forms, wasn't just building, he was sculpting experiences for us to enjoy. Every detail whispered his story, a love for nature, a defiance of rigid lines, and a playful spirit that could bend reality itself. And that's exactly what we find here in Park Guell. We're not just observing at this point, we're becoming part of the art. Every tile, every curve, every whimsical creation speaks to Gaudi's vision of harmony between man and nature. Take a seat with us on the iconic serpentine bench, a sea serpent snaking its way around the hill, offering breathtaking views of the city. It is here that Barcelona unfolds beneath you, not just as a landscape, but as part of the living story.
Look at all of these different shapes around us. You can't help but smile and be happy when you see them and when you walk under them and through them.
This is the majestic hyper-style hall, a forest of Doric columns whispering secrets in a breezeway. You have to see each detail as an intentional brushstroke in Gaudi's grand masterpiece. It may not look like it, but he thought through everything. What we also want you to take away is that this park isn't just a testament to a visionary architect. It's a testament to Barcelona's spirit, a city that dares to dream, to embrace the unconventional, to let nature and art intertwine in a beautiful chaotic dance. That's what we love. Now we're heading straight into the heart of Barcelona to a building that's not just a house, but is meant to be a dragon. You'll realize it in a bit. This is Casa Batllo. Forgive the later pronunciations.
We're in this amazing home, Casa Batllo in Barcelona. It was a Gaudi home from the early 1900s. It was actually renovated from a previous home. It's amazing architecture, his use of light and color, and the creativity here is everywhere. If you get to Barcelona, you gotta see it.
Sitting at the same old workplace. What's the point of this chase? To just bite our old tail.
Let's rewind for a bit. Imagine Barcelona at the turn of the 20th century, buzzing with the Industrial Revolution. Enter Josep Batlló, a wealthy textile magnate craving a home unlike any other. He found his artistic partner in crime in Antoni Gaudi, a young architect who refused to play by the rules.
These are childhood dreams, it's how it used to be.
I had only ever seen pictures of the outside of this house. I never imagined what was inside, and it's not anything like I expected. There's such organic shapes into everything. Even the walls have the feel of scales.
Childhood dreams.
The room was a bit too noisy to play the audio, but what I'm explaining here is how the windows were built to be lifted so the room itself could be transformed into a balcony to see and be seen from the street.
I feel so lightweight.
The entire home is filled with whimsical details, from walls that undulate like waves to hallways in which you move through the ribs of a skeleton, perhaps a dragon.
That we could turn back the page and live like our favorite fairy tales. So a love so free in a world of our fantasy, digging up treasures and sailing across the sea.
We bought the gold ticket, so the gold ticket includes entrance to the private residence, and it's really cool to see really literally the residence and the furniture and the family pictures and that kind of stuff. So it's a very different experience from the public areas that you see on the normal tour, which are super cool, but this is more intimate, and we really recommend if you come all this way, you got to do this too.
But Casa Batllo isn't just about whimsical details, it's also about light and space. Look into the patio of light, a vertical courtyard that bathes the building in natural illumination. Then climb to the dragon spine rooftop and the city unfolds beneath you.
Once you get to the rooftop of the casa, you have an unexpected treat. There is a cafe and bar here at the top. So you can sit for a bit and enjoy a bit of bubbly or a glass of beer and enjoy the Barcelona skyline.
It's how it used to be when we were kings and queens in our childhood dreams.
When you think about Barcelona, of course, you think about the Sagrada Familia, the church behind me. It's famous as anything is in Barcelona, and of course, it's got a crazy history. This was taken over by Antoni Gaudi in 1883, so it's been going on over 135 years, and it's still not completed. It's only funded through private donations, and they have to get the money to do it, and it's very expensive to do it, so they've made changes over time. I was here many years ago, and as I come in here today, I can really tell a difference between what it looked like when I was here last and now. So it's really an interesting and a must-do in Barcelona. We're going to go inside here in a few minutes and give it a tour.
Used to be so simple.
The church actually has two sides. The nativity facade whispers tales of hope and birth. Its lifelike figures telling stories of the birth of Christ and his family.
Guess we keep the truth to ourselves.
You can also spend hours picking out all the animals that populate the scene. On the other side is the Passion facade. It is carved with absolute raw emotion and tells of sacrifice and suffering. It's a stark contrast to the joyful Nativity facade. Once you step inside, we guarantee that your breath will catch in your throat.
But I can't
You've got to look up. Towering columns sprout like trees, reaching for the vaulted ceiling above, where stained glass explodes into celestial colors.
With our eyes wide open, we won't miss a thing that you're doing. You better watch what you keep from us before it's too
But now the real magic begins. We're taking a quick elevator and spiral staircase to the top, a journey through Gaudi's architectural poetry.
serve someone else.
And there we were, taking in the panorama of Barcelona. It gave us the opportunity to look closer at the intricate stonework, the gargoyles whispering secrets to the wind, and the spires reaching for the clouds.
So we've made it to the top of the tower, one of the towers of La Sagrada Familia. Yeah, you take an elevator up, so it's included in your price. You get up on an elevator, but there's 400 steps down. So we're enjoying the view up here before we get our work going down the steps.
It was a surreal descent, a walk along the edge of Gaudi's dreams. If you come to La Sagrada Familia, pay the extra for the walk in the spire. It makes for a great story. We go in search of Picasso in our next upload.